It's showtime. Well, what do we got here tonight, kids? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Trippy Food live stream. I imagine Doodle will be here shortly because he hears me talking to you. Let's see. Do I hear Doodle? It is. It's Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Say hi, Doodle. Say hi. Say hi. He's going to be mad because I'm out of his snacks today. I'm out of your snacks today. I have the other snacks. I have the little biscuit snacks. Is that okay? Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Hey, how is everybody's weekend? It is Sunday. It is almost the end of the weekend, unless Greg joins us. Greg of tomorrow joins us because it's already Monday where he is. So hopefully we'll see him. Who do we already have in the room? We already have Tom. Tom was early. Tom was a minute early. We have Miguel Rangel. We have Ice Hand. We have Jared Tierno. It's almost a party already. We already have 5. I hate that. It's that way. It's that way. It's there. There it is. It says 5 people in the room. And for just starting out, that's actually pretty good. So, we have another grab bag for you today. So that should be fun. We have Doodle, the Prince of Dogness. We have a cast of billions out there. So it should be fun. Everybody's sending their niceties to each other, welcoming each other. Jenna should be here shortly, I think, unless she's at another, festival or thing, so whatever. So anyways, it's been one of those other weeks where other things have been going on. So we've had, what did we have? We had May the 4th, like as in May the 4th be with you. Today is Cinco de Mayo, which is a big holiday in bars. Not so much in Mexico, but in bars, certainly. And today is National Doodle Day. It's National Hug Your Doodle. Isn't he adorable? He's just adorable and he knows it. He's such a doodle. So let's get the logistics out of the way. How is everything? How is the audio? How is the video? How is the light? Is the light okay? You need more light, less light? Turn the video down, turn the video up. Video. The audio up, down. Anybody? Nobody? Any? Hi, Doodle. Here's what I'm gonna do, Doodle. I'm gonna try you one of these. I know you're not crazy about these. These are Trader Joe's grain-free dog treats with grain-free. I don't know what that makes a difference. With peanut butter and banana, grain-free. Let's see. Only the best for your best friend. Let's see. Ingredients: chickpeas, peanut butter, cane molasses. Why do they put sugar in dog food? Ground coconut, dried bananas, sunflower oil, tapioca starch, natural banana flavor, citric acid, because there's citric acid in everything. Preservative, mixed tocopherol, is a tocojijo, rosemary extract. So I don't see anything that says that this is not edible for human consumption. We're going to try it with Doodle first and see and he likes it. He likes it. Let's see why he likes it, or if he likes it. They're shaped like little bones. There's no meat in it. There's no bone in it. I think like the milk bones, the reason that they're shaped like bones was because there's bone meal in it. They grind up bones. They grind up beef bones. They put that in it. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do. Well, this is all vegetarian or vegan even. Yeah, vegan. There's no animal products in here at all. Feed as a between meal snack, a treat, or a training reward. Feed treats whole or break into pieces. Always monitor your dog while treating. Please provide fresh drinking water for your dog at all times. That's out in the kitchen. This product is intended for intermittent or supplemental feeding only. Reclosed package to keep in freshness. Really taste a banana in here. Taste more banana in there than in like human banana treats. So there you go. Let's see, who else snuck in? Adam had snuck in while we were talking, while I was yapping. Hello, Adam. Welcome. We'll give a few more minutes. We have a full roster today. Our standard, I think, 8 snacks. So adult beverage, 4 snacks, soft drink, 4 snacks. And, and if we have time, and we almost always do, group melange. All right. So there are beverages up there, so you can kind of gander at those before we actually start. But we're going to be doing the adult beverage first. Our grab bag today is from Cost Plus World Market, and we went paper. So Cost Plus World Market, because some of the things that we got were from Cost Plus World Market. But again, it's a grab bag, so you know, there's stuff left over that I got last week that we didn't use. Like this one, I think I got it at one of the Middle Eastern Mediterranean markets in Glendale, and so we're going to be doing this today. Which, like I said, it's kind of left over from the one we did last week with Mackenzie. So let's wait for some more people to come into the room. It's kind of quiet out there. So I didn't see anybody say yes or no on the logistics and everything. Everything is okay. The lighting, I can go down on the lighting and go up on the lighting, the audio, the video, whatever. Maybe the turkey. Got banana dog cookie stuck in my throat there. Let's see. I guess that's okay. Too much space up here. And we could close that in a little bit. Excuse me while I choke on my dog biscuit. I have my lemon zinger tea with honey. Well, Tom, you look marvelous, and I would much rather look marvelous than to feel marvelous. So you all look marvelous. Jared also says, looks all great to me. So we're good. Good audio, good video, good lighting. What else could you ask for? How about good food? I don't think there's anything that I'm really nervous of or scared of today. It's some odd stuff. Let's see. Do we have anything that's like really spicy? I guess the Righteous Felon crafted jerky says fiery habanero, but that's not. I kind of have a feeling it's not. We have this, which is supposed to be really sour, and these, which are from the hot ones. So maybe it's supposed to be hot. I'm usually disappointed on things that are supposed to be hot. I think I posted it last night. I think it was posted last night. So that we did a Trippy Food short and should be up now if you guys want to watch it. Heinz just came out with a habanero ketchup. Now, when you say habanero, I remember back before I started really getting into the hot stuff, or habanero was like off limits to me. Like I couldn't go much harder than jalapeno, and habanero was hot. And anything that said habanero and it had little pieces of habanero and it was way too hot. Now I think maybe I can go up to ghost pepper. I'd still stay away from Carolina Reaper because I get the cramps from that. But so I saw the Heinz habanero ketchup and decided to try that. So, and again, I think we did that as I want to say we did that as a short, and it should be up if you guys want to watch that. But remarkably not as hot as habanero should be. And I find that to usually be the case, like even the chips that are supposed to be habanero. But I will tell you that I did notice something. So we also did a short on the new Baja. What is it? Was it the Baja Fiery Mango Doritos? And when I was doing for the short, and I had maybe a couple of them, and I'm going there's no heat, right? But you have to eat more of them. So, and unfortunately, I think that when we do some of the reviews are on the initial taste. And then sometimes on a second bite, and I say it's not really that hot. But then later on, if I have some more of those, it catches up with me. And then I find later on, and it's like, oh, you have to eat a bunch of them before it really starts to get hot. So it's kind of unfortunate because you go by the label what it's supposed to be, but you don't really catch that unless you eat enough of them and everything. But I try not to eat too much of it. Hey, Bacon 420 is here. We have not seen you in a while. Welcome back. Good to see you. Cinco de Mayo snacks. Not really, I don't think. Do we have anything that would be, I guess, appropriate for Cinco de Mayo? Probably not. No, I was going to say the beer, but the beer is not from Mexico. So I would go ahead and say no. But, it's not. Contrary to popular belief, Cinco de Mayo is not a big holiday in Mexico. Now, 16 is, which is the Independence Day, Mexican Independence Day, 16, which is the 16th of, I want to say September, 16th of September. That's a big holiday, but Cinco de Mayo, not so much. Cinco de Mayo was, I think, like one battle that happened in between the French and the Spanish or Mexicans, and you know, it was like I said, it's not even a big deal in Mexico. So there we go. Oh, let's see. Habanero is just a bit long lasting compared to jalapeno. Yeah, well, I mean, it does have like if you eat a fresh jalapeno although I'm going to say this, I've noticed that jalapenos have a wide variance, right? So they're at a certain place on the capsaicin scale, or the Scoville scale, right? They have a certain place in the Scoville scale, but there's a huge range. So I've eaten some jalapenos that were like bell peppers. There was like no heat at all. It was like bell pepper hot. Had that jalapeno flavor, which is really nice, but not as much heat. And then I've had some that like were really on the close end of being like habanero hot, really, really hot, painful jalapenos. So I don't know. It just kind of varies. I think the ones that they typically put in snacks and foods and everything are probably on the low end of the spectrum for whatever it happens to be. I would say, like, as far as spicy stuff that really, I think the Hare's does a Carolina Reaper puffs, I think it was, and we've done those before. Those deliver some heat. The Pocky Haunted Ghost Pepper chips really deliver some heat. So those, I really, really like those. But as I'm eating them, I can only eat like maybe 2 or 3, and then I go like, I got to stop. And I stop, and then 5 minutes later, I go, I got to have another one. So so those really do bring some heat. But in general, like especially like Lay's, Pringles, you know, stuff like that, they just don't bring the heat that they advertise. So there we go. No Janice yet, Pingu. If this was it would be a first if Janice did not show up in some form or another. She has been on every single live stream we've ever done. I put out the notification that we're going to be doing a live stream, so I know she knows about it. And like I said, it would like typically, I think if she was not able to at least pop into a live stream, she would like maybe text me, go, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to the live stream. I don't know. It's all hypothetical because she's never missed one. She's never missed a single one. I can just picture one time she could like, hey, I'm in a hospital bed. I'm just about ready to go under surgery, but I just want to let you know that I'm watching. I'm like every single episode. So no Janice yet, but I imagine she will be here shortly. Don't know if Julie's going to join us today. Hopefully she does. Somebody should name a hot delayed snack time bombs. Yeah, well, I think it was Katie from Beyond Seattle Eats. We were talking about different peppers. We were talking about Carolina Reaper, and she said they say the Reaper is a creeper, because the thing is you start eating it, you're like, this is okay, this doesn't bother me, and then maybe like 60 seconds or 60 to 90 seconds later, you're like, oh, wait a second, I made a terrible mistake. So you know, that's kind of it. But I bought a chocolate covered raw jalapeno once. It was fire hot, but good too. Yeah, I went to, I think it was at one of the fairs. I think it's the LA County Fair, if I'm not mistaken. And they had chocolate covered jalapenos, and it was like bell pepper hot. It was, you know, and I'm like, it's not shaped like a bell pepper. This is not a bell pepper. It doesn't have that cool, fresh bell pepper taste. It definitely had the jalapeno taste, but no heat whatsoever. It was just really bizarre. So I think it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever had shishito peppers. So shishito peppers are usually roasted, and then usually they'll serve you like a bowl of those shishito peppers. And you might eat one and it's mild, and you might eat the next one and it's really hot. You might eat the next one and it's in medium. Big variance in there in shishito peppers. So, and maybe that's all of them. Maybe like there's mild habaneros and there's hot habaneros. So who really knows? It was from Lamb's Candies in Austin too. Oh, interesting. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you, Daniello, and welcome. Daniello, I don't recognize your name, and please forgive me because I'm old, so sometimes I forget if you've been here before, but I don't recognize the name. So if you've not been here before, if you haven't been here before, then just remind me that you have been here before, and I'll apologize. If you haven't been here before, then just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, you know, closest metropolitan cities, fine. I don't need street addresses or anything like that. And what brings you to our channel? So just asking Danielito, little Dan. So welcome. Sorry for the slow greeting. I was slow too. Apparently, did Danielito come in earlier, and I neglected. I do that sometimes because that I'm not always looking at the chat. Sometimes I'm just yapping and looking out here. So if we hit enough thumbs up, enough people will show up. It's like if we build it, people will show up. So there we go. All right. So yeah, no Janice yet, but hopefully we will have Janice. And what time was it? It is 1:15. So we might as well get started. So we're going to start with our adult beverage. Now, I think when I start to get into the snacks, I'm going to start with let's see, where is that guy? That is the Osem Bolognaise spaghetti meals on the go, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but we're going to start with that only because it has like an 8-minute prep time, which is kind of weird, but it's okay. It's all right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with our adult beverage, and we're going to read a card. Now, I don't know how we might start repeating the cards. I don't know, where, because I didn't really mark off in the deck where they started and where they stopped. We might start getting into it, and then if I do, yeah, that looks familiar, but maybe, yeah, I think we. All right, so we are going to be repeating stuff here, and that's okay for today, and then we'll figure out what to do next time. So I don't know if we'll come up with our own questions, but I think we've gone through this whole box already. So there we go. Isn't there trivia or something? There is trivia. It's in my hand, Bacon. All right, here we go. So let's read our card first. And the question is, what spice is traditionally used to dust a pastéis de nata? Again, what spice is traditionally used to dust a pastéis de nata? I remember asking this question before. I distinctly remember asking, when are you putting these in? Am I reading from the wrong side? I might be reading from the wrong side. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Let's try this way. We'll try this way. I think these are the old ones. So scratch that last question. What cut of meat is traditionally used in a Philly cheesesteak? And I know you guys have heard this before because, like I said, we've gone through the whole deck, but that's okay. Which cut of meat is traditionally used in a Philly cheesesteak? So we're going to put that right there, and we're going to get right into this. So this is San Mig Light. That's what it says. It says San Mig Light, right? San Mig Light, which is San Miguel, which is from San Miguel Brewery. Now, the thing is, it looks like a Mexican lager, right? I mean, it has that look like a Mexican lager, like, what is it? What's the one that everybody drinks and sticks a lime in? You guys know. Help me out. And I was under the mistaken impression that this was from Mexico. It is not from Mexico. Thank you very much, Bacon. Corona. It was just on the tip of my whatever, and I just didn't get it. All right, so this is San Miguel Light, and my first impression or guess was that this was from Mexico, and it is not from Mexico. It is actually from the Philippines. So San Miguel Brewery was founded as La Fabrica de Cerveza San Miguel in 1890 by Enrique Maria Barreto in Manila in the Philippines. And then they changed the name later on to San Miguel Brewery. But this is a Filipino beer, and we're going to try that today. It is a light beer, so I imagine maybe it'll be kind of light on flavor. I don't know. We're going to use our Trippy Food beer glass that has the nucleation from the etchings on the inside. I'm going to try that. And because it has a bottle cap and I want to save that, welcome back to the show. Please give a hearty Trippy Food welcome to Richard Simmons. Okay, here we go. Pastel de nata looks like a lovely egg tart, but I can't guess what's on top. Well, what would you dust an egg tart with, Bacon? What would you dust an egg tart with? Just take a guess. There's no penalty for being wrong. Why am I smelling the bottle cap? It smells of For some odd reason, it smells a little fruity, and I'm not sure why. Okay. Julie is not here to rate my pour. Yeah, it doesn't have that. It doesn't kind of have that, that skunky domestic beer smell to it. Let's try it. Cheers. That's really nice. I don't like some lagers just have that kind of like that used beer taste. You know, like when you go into a men's room and you go, I smell beer and it's used. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've never been in a men's room. I don't know. But yeah, this is actually light. Now, usually light beers are lighter on flavor, and this one's not. So this one has a really nice flavor. You can definitely tell it's a lager. Has really nice flavor. It doesn't have that alcohol burn. It doesn't have that skunkiness and everything. It's really kind of a smooth drink. It's kind of refreshing. I could see just like having this with snacks and everything. So no one to rate your poor man. Exactly, Tom. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is like I said, it's not anything that's gonna like kick you in the face with flavor. And I don't know, some of you might not like being kicked in the face with flavor, but it's not gonna have that kick in your face flavor. But it is good. It's light, it has a nice flavor, and there's nothing offensive about it at all. Not an offensive smell, not an offensive taste and everything. I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up, the golden thumbs up, which is, better than a regular thumbs up. It's the golden thumbs up. Let's see. Okay. I think I'm there. Okay. So let's go back to our question. Our question was, what cut of meat is traditionally used in a Philly cheesesteak? Well, I was going back there, and it looks like Tom answered the previous question, Sinaquat powder, which is correct. Icehan said flank steak. Tom, old guy in Colorado, said quat meat. Those look like the only two guesses. It is, in fact, ribeye. Ribeye is... Now, I will tell you that I've had traditional Philly cheesesteaks. I've gone to Geno's. I've been to Pat's. It doesn't taste like ribeye. It is not. It tastes like shaved steak. Like, what do you call that? I'm trying to think of it's like it tastes like a really cheap cut of meat that's been on the grill for like a week and a half and everything. It does not taste like ribeye. I love ribeye, and it does not. And Philly cheesesteak does not taste like ribeye. So, did you know the cheesesteak was invented by a hot dog vendor who was tired of eating the hot dogs for lunch? Well, he's a hot dog vendor. He doesn't have to eat them for lunch, but whatever. That's okay. All right, that goes back in here, and we're going to enjoy this. Steakums, exactly right, Bacon. Steakums. There was another one. There was another popular brand of shaved steak too. I can't remember which one, but that's typical. Well, that's what a typical Philadelphia cheesesteak sandwich tastes like. It's made with steakums. I mean, the thing is like everybody says, well, I want to make it traditional. I want to make it authentic. I wanted to make people feel like they're in Philly. Then just use the crappiest ingredients, because that's really, I'm sure that was the purpose of it anyways. Let's take a lesser cut of steak and let's throw some cheese whiz on it and some onions that have been on the grill for a couple of hours. I mean, let's throw that all together, and that's the thing. But it's a comfort food. It's a comfort food. I mean, I'm sure like I think most major cities that have a unique cuisine have something that's a comfort food and everything. It's kind of like out here in Southern California, you have In-N-Out, and everybody makes it like, oh my God, it's the best burger in the United States. It's not the best burger in the United States. It brings you comfort because you grew up eating it. Brings you comfort. It's okay. It's a decent burger. I have no complaints about the burger. Don't even get me started about the fries. But the burger is okay. It's not bad. It's a good price point, so it's pretty cheap. But then again, it's a 3-ounce patty, so there you go. Like, you have to have any amount of meat in it at all, you have to get a double. So there you go. But yeah, it's just what you grew up with, what you're familiar with, and what you're comfortable with, and what makes you happy, what brings you back to your childhood. So I totally get it. Topped with the whiz. That's right. I want to get started on the fires. The fires? What fires, Tom? I want to get started on the fires. Oh, get you started on the fires. I don't know that. I love Primanti Brothers sandwiches more than the cheesesteak. Yeah, well, Primanti Brothers is Pittsburgh. So the cheesesteak stuff is Philly. The Primanti Brothers is Pittsburgh. So it's we have to get out to Pittsburgh to do a Primanti Brothers sandwich. I mean, we could make one, but I want to go to Primanti Brothers and make it. So for those who don't know what a Primanti Brothers sandwich is, it is a basically what was happening is the steel mill workers in Pittsburgh would take a lunch break and they wouldn't have a lot of time. So they would like, just throw everything in the sandwich, just throw everything in the sandwich. So the sandwich has like French fries and other stuff in the sandwich. And that's what they're famous for, Primanti Brothers. So it's a Pittsburgh thing, Primanti Brothers sandwiches. But yeah, they are really, really good bacon. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because, well, I was actually a kid in Pittsburgh, but we didn't have Primanti Brothers sandwiches when I was a kid in Pittsburgh. And when I was a kid in Pittsburgh wasn't a great place. It was because the steel mills were operating. It was a filthy city. The sky was gray. There was soot all over everything. It was not a cool place. So you said, don't get me started about the fries. I thought you said fires. Oh, you did say fires. I think, but you meant fries. I get it now. Don't get me started about the fries. Why don't you get started to tell me about the fries? All right, Tom. I will tell you about the fries. I will tell you probably because there is no In-N-Out near you. I don't think they've come to Colorado yet. But if they do, In-N-Out doesn't make their fries properly. So typically what you should do when you're making French fries is either twice fry them or blanch them before you cook them. And what In-N-Out does is they take a fresh potato, cut it, and throw it right in the grease. And because they do it that way, the potatoes are all starchy. They're really starchy and pasty, and not very good. So that's the thing. Now people say, oh, well, you're supposed to get them well done. Well, when you get them well done, you end up with almost burnt, starchy, pasty fries. So they just don't do it right, and it's okay. People here love them, but people here grew up eating them. John King has just entered the room. Welcome, John. Good to see you again. Glad you can make it. All right. So we're going to start on our first snack. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to start the water. So basically I have my water here. I'm going to start that and get that hot. And we're going to start with this one, like I said, only because unlike like instant ramens and stuff, which are usually about 3 to 4 minutes when you put the hot water in here, this one takes 8. So let me see. Instructions, where's that? Yeah, fill with boiling water and stir, close the lid and wait 8 minutes. So 8 minutes. So we're going to put that up here. Let's start with a question. And hopefully you'll be able to hear me over that pot gurgling. The question is, which aperitif cocktail originated in Veneto? Again, which aperitif cocktail originated in Veneto? So I guess you're going to have to know what aperitif means, and you have to know where Veneto is. So aperitif is APERITIF. If you don't know what it was and you want to look it up. And Veneto is VENETO if you don't know where it is and you want to look that up. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm sorry I got you started. Well, it is your fault, Tom, and I blame you. I blame you completely. All right, so let's at least discuss this while we're waiting for the water to heat up. This is Osem. Osem is the brand or the product line. Osem Bolognaise spaghetti meals on the go. So it's an instant spaghetti. Osem was founded in 1942. Not awesome like AWESOME. Awesome like OSEM. Could be pronouncing wrong. It could be me. Osem was founded in 1942 by Eugene Proper in Bnei Brak, Israel, by merging Hadagan, Assisted, and Itrit factories. So he took 3 factories, merged them together, and called it Osem or Osem. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. If you guys know, help me out here. OSEM from Israel. Help me pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. So that we're going to start that. The water is hot. So I'm going to peel back the top. A spoon inside. There's a spoon inside. I have my own spoon, but why would I eat a spoon to eat spaghetti? There is literally a spoon inside. Kind of an odd smell. That's that. Okay, it says fill to the line. So we'll go ahead and do that. And stir. It smells spicy. All right, cover that. And we have to wait 8 minutes. So let me get the timer started for 8 minutes. Hi, Doodle. 8-minute timer, Doodle. 8 minutes. Here we go. 8 minutes. There we go. 8 minutes. All right. For those of you who did not see Doodle initially coming in, it is Doodle, the Prince of Dogness, everybody. Hi, Doodle. Doodle, can you even see that? Can you even see you, Doodle? You can't, can you? Can you see you? No? Did you want another snack? Look, I can't give you too many snacks because you fill up on snacks and you won't eat your food. Did you eat your food? You have a whole bowl of food in the kitchen. Did you eat it? You're kind of quiet today. Usually he's really talkative. Tells me how his day went, stuff like that. I'm going to give him half of this. Half. You get half. That's all I got today. He wants the chicken snack. I don't have the chicken snack. Janice Yamanaka is here. Doodle, Janice says hi. And he left. That's okay. So now it's a party. Janice is here. Welcome, Janice. People were asking about you earlier, and I said you will be here because I imagine if you couldn't be here that you would let me know ahead of time. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the live stream. But that's never happened in the history of this channel. That has never happened. So, you know, it is what it is. So welcome, Janice. Good to see you again. Glad you could make it. Did I miss anything in here? Could be the longest time for a cup of noodles. I agree with you, Bacon. You're absolutely right. 8 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Like I said, 3 to 5 is usually standard. Again, it's ramen. Ramen is a little bit different than spaghetti, you know. So I don't know. The canal boat cocktail. Is that what was our question here? We were talking about which aperitif cocktail originated in Veneto. Oh, you were saying the canal boat cocktail. Okay. Hi, Val and chat. I'm at the Los Angeles County Fair today, so I'll be in and out of the stream. Yeah, that's what I told them that, Janice. I told them that even when you're in the middle of doing something, that you at least come in and you say, "Hey, I'm doing this. I will be in and out." But you're still here, and I think, wait, getting back in and out again. Thanks, Tom. But at least you're here, and there we go. All right. So 8 minutes. We got to wait. I think maybe we could do another. Maybe we could do another snack in that 8 minutes. I think. Let's see. What do we got left? 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Yeah, probably. I think. Let's see. Let's do something simple. Should we or should we wait? It's only 5 minutes. I can talk to you for 5 minutes. I can make you feel comfortable and just talk about how's your day been? How have you been? Come in. Put your feet up. Put your slippers on. Get your bathrobe and your pipe and your slippers. And call for your Fiddler's 3. That is a nice beer. I mean, it's a, like I said, it's not one of those things that that has a flavor that you're going to remember and everything. It's just a really, really good all-purpose beer, I think. There we go. Favorite burger toppings. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Favorite burger toppings. Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Favorite burger toppings. Like if I'm going to make a burger at home, what am I going to put on it? I know you guys are going to think this is weird, but like as far as cheese goes, if I'm going to put a cheese and make a cheeseburger out of a burger, I usually prefer American. And the reason I prefer American is actually a blend of different cheeses. I think it's brick, Colby, and I can't remember, brick, Colby, and cheddar, if I'm not mistaken. It's a blend of 3 cheeses. And then they also add, I want to say vegetable oil or something that helps it, melt. But the key thing about American cheese is how it melts. And so sometimes it's just the perfect thing for a cheeseburger is American cheese. I like grilled jalapenos and grilled onions on my burger. So it's like kind of like if somebody said, "Now let's go out for a burger. Where do you want to go?" I said, "Well, let's go to the Habit and let's get a double char. And I want grilled jalapenos and grilled onions on it. And then that's it. And I don't put any condiments on it, like no mustard or ketchup or mayo or anything like that. But I like to experiment. I like to have things different. It's kind of like hot dogs. Hot dogs I like to experiment with as well. I think my favorite thing to put on hot dogs, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy. Yeah, you think I'm crazy anyways, is brie cheese and seaweed salad is my favorite things to put on a hot dog. And I know you're saying that sounds crazy, but you have to try it. So sometime if you're somewhere that, like, if you go to the grocery store where they have the sushi, grocery store sushi, you usually find that seaweed salad there. So get some of that, and brie cheese. I mean, most grocery stores will carry some sort of brie cheese. Put the brie cheese and the seaweed salad on the hot dog. You'll thank me later. The other thing I like to put on hot dogs is curtido, and curtido is that kind of it's a condiment that they use to put on pupusas in El Salvador. So if you go to any pupusa place, you'll have it. It's shredded carrot. I want to say it's shredded carrot, jalapenos, and cabbage. That's kind of pickled. So they put that on top of pupusas. But I like putting it on hot dogs too. It's actually pretty versatile. Goes on a lot of different things. So, but hamburgers, it's like grilled jalapenos, grilled onions, American cheese, and I think that's what I put on a burger. Tommy, I had my 22nd wedding anniversary yesterday. Had a fancy Indian. Well, congratulations, Bacon! 22 years. That's a good accomplishment. We can get all the May 4th Be With You anniversary cards. Yes, because they're on sale now that it's May the 5th. So and they don't say May the 5th Be With You. I'm smoking a rack of ribs for my lupper. Lupper is between lunch and dinner, or it could be dunch. Maybe it's dunch. Have a friend coming over soon. I'll watch the rest of the stream from the TV. Okay, Tom. Well, we will be here for you. Maggot hot dogs, John. I might have to make those. Every time you say something maggots, I've made those. Like your maggot Salisbury steak sandwich. I've made those. Yeah, I think like maggot hot dogs. I think I want to go with maggots that were baked in the oven to crispy, make them crispy, or fried maggots maybe. Put those on top, give that crispiness. Hey Doodle, how are you? Doodle's like kind of needy today. Look at that. Look, he's just being his little doggy self. Let's see how we're doing on our spaghetti. We have a minute left of our spaghetti. Maggot hot dogs. John, you got to change up your insects. I mean, I don't mind doing stuff with maggots, but change it every once in a while. Or are you saying that you like to put maggots on your hot dogs? Do you like maggots? Hey, John, here's a good question, John. Have you actually eaten maggots? John, have you had maggots? I have, because you've actually watched me do it. You've seen. Let's see, how many times have we done things with maggots? We did the maggot Salisbury steak sandwich, and we did the maggot cheese that we did with Matt Zion from Reckless Eating. So we have done maggots before, but John, I don't know. Have you ever eaten maggots, John? The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile would look a lot different from maggot hot dogs. It would, but it would not. I mean, how big maggots would you have to have crawling on top of that Wienermobile? If you were going to do live maggots, that would be something else. Yes, several times. How have you had maggots prepared, John? Or have you just eaten them fried, baked, raw, live? How have you eaten it? All right, our time is up. Doodle, I just need to get to this so that we don't overcook the spaghetti, which is probably overcooked to begin with. It's an odd thing. It is like instant spaghetti bolognese. It's a bizarre thing. Oh, it really thickens up. Now, typically, this looks like beef gravy. It's like brown. The sauce is brown. Doodle, you don't want this. I'm not even sure I want this. I know. So you can have this, Doodle. You want that? You do or you don't? It's good. I'm going to put it right there. And if you want it, you can have it. This is really hot. So I put the water onto the line like it says. Now, usually if you do this with instant ramen, you still have some broth there, but this really thickened up. I don't know if I want to do this without spilling it all over the place. But this is kind of like an odd brown sauce. Let's see, what's the ingredients in here? That's almost impossible to read. Dried spaghetti with tomatoes. It doesn't look tomato-y. Oh, and soy protein. What? God, I gotta get it. It's so tiny. I gotta get this out. So let's see. Dried spaghetti with tomatoes and soy protein mix. Ingredients: spaghetti, starch, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, sugar, salt, maltodextrin, yeast extract, palm oil, flavorings, anti-caking agent, flavor enhancer, caramelized sugar, spices. Ooh, put sugar in there. Extract of rosemary. Kind of some odd ingredients there. I'm going to burn my mouth, and you guys can enjoy that. There it is. The Italian in me wants to roll over and die right now. It doesn't have that tomato bite, you know, that like what is the tomato that's the acid that's in tomato? I think it's uric acid in tomatoes. It's like if you eat a lot of tomatoes, they tell you need to kind of flush that out of your system, or drink a lot of water if you can eat a lot of tomatoes. This is an odd taste. I will say it's nice because the spaghetti is al dente, and I prefer that. It's an odd flavor, though. The spaghetti is an odd flavor. It almost tastes like a beef gravy or something. There's no beef in there, but it almost tastes like a beef gravy as opposed to a tomato sauce in it. So I don't know. I'm like, I suppose this is a meal on the go. You better have 8 minutes for preparation and hot water somewhere. But I'm not really, you know, I guess the Bolognese style is it. That's what the soy is, like the soy protein for the Bolognese style, because I think it would be a meat sauce, and there's no meat in here. It's kind of odd thing. Like I don't even know that like it would be a good. I'm running out of time. I got to make something quick and everything. It's kind of meh. I'm gonna say thumbs in the middle on that one. And not one of my favorite instant noodle or instant pasta things. So yeah, just kind of met on that one. Let's see, what did I miss? Is it better than SpaghettiOs? Let me ask you this, Ice Hand. What is better, a 5-week-old hamburger or a 6-week-old hamburger? And maybe that answers your question. Let's go back to our original question. The question was, which aperitif cocktail originated in Veneto? Let's see, what were the guesses on that one? Were there even guesses? Oh, that was so. Okay, so Ice Hand said the canal boat cocktail. And it looks like, Ice Hand, you might have been the only one that answered the question. I don't really see. So forgive me, the rest of you, if I have not recognized your question, but recognized your guess. It is the Aperol Spritz. Aperol Spritz is the aperitif cocktail originated in Veneto. I would have known that, but that's okay. You guys have an opportunity to look that up. And whether you do or you don't, doesn't matter. Aperol Spritz is traditionally accompanied by small plates named cicchetti. Hey, I'm a plate. My name is cicchetti. Get out of my face. Small plates named cicchetti. So the plates are named cicchetti, not the food that's on them. All right. Whatever. All righty, time for another snack. So let's pull another card. You had boiled and roasted maggots. I've never had boiled maggots. That sounds interesting. Jerk chicken is a ditch. Excuse me. Jerk chicken is a dish. From which country? And let's go grab another snack. That sour thing, I think I'm gonna do that last, just because I think it's going to kill the flavor of everything else. Let's start out with kind of the mild stuff. Let's do this one next. This one. So this is Fox Favorites Crunch Creams. So Fox's Favorites Ginger Crunch Creams. So Fox's Biscuits was founded in 1853 by Spedding and Fox, or as Spedding Fox. It was really called Spedding and Fox by Michael Spedding in Batley, West Yorkshire, UK. It was renamed F.E. Fox and Company after his son-in-law took over in 1897. They've been around that long. And these are ginger crunch cream. So I don't know if the ginger is in the cookie. I don't know if the ginger is in the cream, but we're about to find out. No, Doodle, did you eat that? Here, you can have that. I can't give you this because I don't know what's in this. I don't know if dogs can eat ginger. I just don't know. I know it probably smells good, right? We're about to find out. But I don't. I'm reluctant to give this to you. It's just I just don't know if it's going to be bad for you. You don't want me to give you stuff that's bad for you. Then I have to come. I have to go after you with a mop and a pail and clean up after you. And I don't really want to do that. I will because you're my dog. So I will do that, but I don't want to. I was thinking these are going to be like Oreos. They look nothing like Oreos. Let's see. See if we can get a close up of that. And they don't smell like ginger. They smell like sugar cookies. Nice crunch to them. Nice texture. Almost tastes like shortbread. And I'm getting the ginger. It's not heavy-handed. Reminds me of Girl Scout cookies. I think so, John. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of Girl Scout cookies too. Not the flavor, just kind of look. Well, they're pretty good. I like the filling a lot better than Oreos because it doesn't have that kind of crystally sugar kind of flavor. It really finishes with ginger, though. I mean, you get that once it's all gone, you kind of get that ginger flavor that comes in afterwards. They're light, they're sweet, I mean, they're not crazy sweet. And I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but those are really good. I'm gonna give those a thumbs up. Those are really, really good. Really, really good. I think I got these at Cost Plus World Market, which is like a really, really good place if you're looking for stuff, imported stuff, but specifically imported stuff from the UK. They have a lot of UK stuff there. So yeah, it's going to get a thumbs up from me. I'm making sounds over here. The question was, jerk chicken is a dish from which country? And did anybody even answer that? I don't even see any answers here. Let's see. I don't see any answers, so I'm going to go ahead and say it is from Jamaica. I think everybody knows that. And forgive me if you did answer and I missed it. I got to move these. They're doing something with the other computer over there. Did you know Scotch bonnet peppers are a key ingredient in traditional jerk seasoning? And if I'm not mistaken, Scotch bonnet peppers are a variety of habaneros. So they're pretty hot from what I understand. Although I've never really found jerk seasoning to be really, really crazy hot. It does have a certain amount of spice to it, but never crazy hot. Let's see, what did I miss here? How about wasp and crackers? I've never eaten wasps. I suppose I would. I'll bet they're tasty. Never had any like bees, wasps, hornets, anything like that. But you know, if they were edible, I would eat them. I don't know if they're like toxic because of the venom they have. But I would definitely try them. I did, and I forgive you. I didn't see that. Did you say did you say Jamaica? I didn't see that for some reason. Maybe it was like too far back and I didn't scroll along far enough. All right, dude. Here we go. So let's see. Let's go on to our next snack. And let's read a card. How are we doing on time? We're doing great on time. We have 2 snacks down. So we need to get 2 more in and at least be starting our soft drink by 2 p.m. 2 p.m. our time, whatever it is your time. I'm not sure. All right, the question is, what vegetation? Okay, sure. What vegetation is stuffed in the Greek dish kolokithonthoi? Kolokithonthoi. What vegetation is stuffed in the Greek dish kolokithonthoi? That's KOLOKYTHOANTHOI. I think they just like to see how people are going to read that. What vegetation is stuffed in the Greek dish Colokethon? Yeah, sure, whatever. All right, time for another snack. So let's go into our bag of tricks. Let's pick something. Let's do these next. These are sweet. We'll do these next. These are the company or the brand is called Honeycomb. These are honeycomb candy smothered in sea salted caramel and Belgian chocolate. I'm not really a fan of caramel, but we'll see. Suitable for vegetarians. Now, not suitable for vegans, and it's because, oh, well, it's honeycomb candy. It is not honeycomb. So it's not like a honeycomb made by bees, because typically that would not be vegan. Honey is not considered vegan because it's made by animals and it contains animal products, which is bee spit or bee vomit. I'm not exactly sure. So let's see why it's suitable for vegetarians but not for vegans. Ingredients: milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, whole milk. Oh, there we go. Whole milk. That's why. Whole milk. This, again, is from Honeycomb, and Honeycomb was founded in 2019 by Steve and Susan Brandon in York, UK. So we're going to try that. Doodle, I can't pet you and eat these at the same time. And as much as I love to pet you, I still have to. I have a show to do. All right. At least he's in. Let's see if we can get him up. Yeah, there we go. At least he'll be in it. It'll give him a feeling of being needed. Oh, it's kind of an odd shape. Really crunchy. Do I like bee barf? Dung beetle cauliflower. How would you make that though? You'd have to chop up the cauliflower a lot because otherwise you have these big chunks of cauliflower. And how do you get the beetles to stay mixed in there? I suppose it's possible. Let's see, dung beetle cauliflower. How would you do that? Should we get it like riced cauliflower and then do it like a stir fry? Do like a stir fry riced cauliflower with dung beetle in it? That could work, John, I think. That's not too bad. So it's crunchy because of what they call honeycomb candy. I'm not really sure. I think Janice knows what honeycomb candy is because, again, it's not made with honeycomb. It's not like a bee honeycomb. It definitely has a crunchy flavor to it. The chocolate's decent. It's not the greatest chocolate, but it's decent chocolate. The caramel is muted. There's a little bit of saltiness to it and everything. It's okay. It's not, amazing or anything. It's going to get a thumbs up, trending downward slightly for me. But then the thing is, like, there's something, I guess the chocolate is kind of gooey and it's kind of coating my throat. I need to clear that a little bit. All right, the question was, what vegetation is stuffed in the Greek dish? Oh, I got to say this again. Colokethonoi. You know what? I don't see that anybody guessed, but that's okay because I have no idea what the hell it is. It is zucchini flowers. Zucchini flowers. Zucchini means little squash in Italian. All right. That's cool. Hey, Val and Chad, hope you're all doing great on my first day of a week-long vacation. Good for you, Scott. Welcome, and glad you could make it. So we're only partway through, so you're still good. All right, that was that. Let's see. That was how many snacks? 1, 2. We did our spaghetti. We did that, and we did. I thought we did one. Oh yeah, the cookies. Let's do one more. I think we're gonna do these. Okay, so let's go ahead and read a question. And a question is, here's a question. Which paste are chickpeas blended with to create hummus? Again, which paste are chickpeas blended with to create hummus? Do you know the answer to that, Doodle? Do you know the answer to that? Do you know the answer? Yeah, don't spoil it for them, okay? Don't just blurt it out if you know the answer to that. All right, so we're going to try these. These are Pretz, I guess is what is how you say that, Pretz. And these, bear with me one second. Pretz. Oh, okay. The company is called Glico or Glico. I think it's Glico. Glico. These are Glico pizza Pretz. They come in different ones. They're almost like Pockies, but they're not. These are a product of Thailand. But Glico was founded in 1922 by Riichi Izaki in Osaka, Japan. And Izaki discovered that oyster broth contained glycogen. So that's it, Glico. Contained glycogen, thus the name. So his company was called Glico because everything in it had glycogen in it. And then glycogen is supposedly good for your health. So that's why the company is called Glico. I don't know if they still make stuff with glycogen in it, but these are baked snack sticks. My guess is it's called Pretz because it's kind of a short way of saying pretzel, but these are pizza, artificially flavored pizza. Doodle, I would let you have these, but again, I'm sure this has stuff in it that's not good for you. Let's see. Sugar, spices, yeast extract, artificial flavor, cheese powdered, dried cheese, silicon dioxide, malic acid, blended vegetable oil, yeast, whey powder. No way. Whey. Onion powder. I can't have it. It's got onion in it. Onion's not good for you. I know. It sucks being a dog sometimes. Because you can't have onions and you can't have garlic. You can't have grapes. There's so many things that you can't have because you're a dog. And they probably smell really good. How does it feel to be an independent, Schoenstein? So they have cheese. There's a lot of cheese. There's cheese powder in here. It's probably what he smells. They remind me a little bit flavor-wise of those the pretzel flavored combos, but not as much like paste. It's dry, so it's like somebody dried out a pizza, ground it down, and sprinkled the powder on a pretzel. That's what it tastes like. It's not a bad thing. Puke tea. John, we generally stay away from foods and beverages that are made with human body fluids and semi-fluids. It's not a good health thing. Although one would argue that Kopi Luwak is made from an animal's body fluid. Well, not an animal's or semi-fluid. It goes through the animal. These are good. I kind of see where they're going with the pizza. I don't get that full pizza flavor. It's more salty, I think, than you would typically get from pizza, but it's a decent flavor. It's a nice snack. Thumbs up. Thumbs up on those. All right. I got to make room here. It's so funny. So last week, we did a live stream with Mackenzie, and so we did it in Studio B, which has a very large table, and we did it at the large table, and everything was kind of spread out on the table, and it was still kind of crowded. And so, like, I don't know how I'm doing this from the desk, because the desk is like maybe a third as small as the table where we were sitting. So I don't know how I do this every week on the desk, because there's just like very, very little space, but we do it nonetheless. And I have to like kind of be creative as to where I put things after I try them. But yeah, those Glico Pretz, pizza flavored Pretz, thumbs up. All right, the question was, what paste are chickpeas blended with to create hummus? The guesses were Jamaica. I think it was a guess from last time. Let's see. Maybe that's what John was saying, puke tea and Doler chickpea paste. Both of those are probably correct. Ice Hand said tahini, and that's what the card says. The card says tahini, so I'm going to go with it. Did you know the name hummus is derived from the Arabic word for chickpeas? Did you know that? No, honestly, did you? I'm expecting a response. I asked a question. I didn't know. I didn't know what the origin of that was. I just know it's good. Who likes hummus? Show of hands, like just say me if you like hummus. Who likes hummus? Have a little sip of this. John likes hummus. All right, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 snacks. So it's time for our soft drink, or our, I guess we'll call it a soft drink, non-alcoholic beverage. Let's go ahead and read a question, and we're at 2 o'clock, so we're like right on time. We are doing really good. Okay, the question is, in Japan, a small porcelain cup called a sakazuki is used to serve what? Again, in Japan, a small porcelain cup called a sakazuki is used to serve what? That goes over there. Jared, you have as well. Okay, I guess I'm saying, I think hummus is pretty popular. I like it. Like, I guess the question is, like, are there people who don't like hummus? All right, so we are going to dig. I was gravitated towards this because it's called weird tea. They had a few different varieties of it, but I wanted to try something really different, so I chose this variety here. So again, this is agua de jamaica, which is, if you go to like any of those Mexican like open air markets in there where they have food, they usually have agua frescas, and one of the agua frescas they have is jamaica. And you can get, I think, like the same people who make Orange Bang also make a jamaica, which is like a fountain drink, fountain beverage. Jamaica is typically used with, is made from hibiscus flowers. And if you've never had hibiscus, it has a kind of like a tart, it's like a tart tea, but this is also made with black tea. So the whole thing says that it's plant-based. I don't know what iced tea is not plant-based, but it is plant-based. It says it's a plant-based organic caffeine hibiscus black tea. Now it has caffeine, natural caffeine in it from the black tea, and they also add some caffeine to it. So it has, what is it? 160 milligrams per can. So I imagine this is like a kind of a energy drink, but we're not going to drink that much of it because that's a lot of caffeine. This is from Weird Beverages, is the name of the company, and Weird Beverages was founded by Jason May, Ronnie Bruland, and Mike Kelso in Austin, Texas in 2021. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. And again, this is agua de jamaica, hibiscus black tea with other natural flavors. What are the other natural flavors? Let's see. Organic black tea, organic cane sugar, organic apple juice, organic black carrot juice. That's bizarre. No, it's weird. Organic lemon juice, citric acid, because there's citric acid in everything. Organic natural caffeine, organic natural flavors, including organic blackberry puree, organic hibiscus extract. So there's a bunch of weird stuff in here. Hang on 1 second, because I got a text from Matt Zion from Reckless Eating, and it must be something very, very important because it's a text. Let's see. Oh, you were requested to make this. I don't know what it is. It's TikTok. I will have to look at that afterwards. Matt, if you're watching, and I don't know if you are, but if you are watching, I will check that out afterwards. I think I have to make something. So, all right, let's go ahead and open this up without breaking my fingernail. It smells like hibiscus. Kind of a weird color, because hibiscus can have different flowers. If you've seen a hibiscus flower, they come in different colors. So there's yellow ones, red ones, etc. Most of the ones that I've seen in anything that's edible, like edible hibiscus flowers, have been the red ones. But I don't think it's necessarily only the red ones that are edible. And they're frequently used to make teas. If you go back and you watch our iguana episode, when we made iguana, I made an iguana stew, and I put hibiscus flowers in the iguana stew only because hibiscus iguanas like to eat hibiscus because they're tropical, and the iguanas like to eat them. They're attracted to the color. As a matter of fact, on some like St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, there's iguanas that are on the beach, and like if people are laying out and they have their toenails painted red, the color red, they're attracted to the color red because they like hibiscus, which are typically red, and they bite their toes. Not that they're trying to eat their toes; it's just that they're attracted to the color. Hi, Matt, but Matt didn't say anything. So you're just saying hi, Matt, just in case he's watching. There we go. Guess what I'm drinking? I'm going to say you're drinking a Mickey's, John. I think you're guessing. My guess, you're drinking a Mickey's. All right, here we go. Cheers. I think some of that color comes from carrots, I think. Most of the flavor is apple. The hibiscus is like a secondary flavor. Making it a black tea, getting the flavor of the tea, but the hibiscus is not a strong flavor in here. The hibiscus is giving it a tartness. Well, that's it. Yeah, I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it could have a little bit more hibiscus flavor. And I think the problem is they put too many other things in it. They should have just done like a black tea with hibiscus and just added hibiscus and left it alone. But they put a bunch of fruit juices in there. I have no idea why. Maybe to make it sweet, but they also put sugar in there, so it's kind of overkill. Yeah, I would take a black tea and some hibiscus, mix them together, make a nice iced tea from that. I think that would be better. I'm not even upset about the sweetness of it or anything. I understand that people like their iced tea sweet. I particularly don't, but that's okay. It doesn't mean I hate it. Like I said, I just wish it was more black tea and hibiscus without all the other flavors confusing it and everything. I'm going to kind of give that a thumbs in the middle. Thumbs in the middle. I don't. It's not. I don't dislike it. It's just that it's supposed to have that hibiscus flavor and everything, and it's kind of missing. So there we go. Let's go back and read the question. And again, you're drinking a Coors Banquet. That's hard to find. Well, it's not hard to find. It's just that when I do find it, John, you have to buy the whole 6-pack as opposed to like single cans. Single cans of the Banquet are hard to find. In Japan, a small porcelain cup called a sakazuki is used to serve what? Let's see. Ice Hand said sake. John King said sake. Those look like the only guesses. It is in fact sake. You are correct. Did you know sake is a rice wine and it is also used for cooking? Did you know that? I knew that. Some people didn't. That's okay. All right. Let's do this. I don't want to waste that beer, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to just do a little bit of this. There's a lot of caffeine in there. And a little bit of that. And try that. Smells like this. Sorry. Not so much the beer. Cheers. The beer disappears. The flavor of the beer disappears, completely disappears. There really wasn't much hibiscus flavor to begin with. I am getting the black tea flavor. I'm getting like sweetness. There's something cool in there. Nothing in here has mint in it or anything like that. But I'm getting like a coolness, like mint kind of coolness. I'm getting the sugar. I'm getting the fruit. It's not bad. It doesn't have like some of the other times when we mix these things together that the alcohol kind of takes over and gives an alcohol bite to it. It doesn't taste like stale beer or anything like that. It does have kind of a sourness to it, a little bit of a sourness to it. It's not great. Yeah, thumbs in the middle on that. It doesn't horrify me, but it's not also. It also doesn't wow me. Let's put it that way. June 4th is my birthday. I will be 45 years old. Well, happy birthday, John. If we don't talk to you by then, which I think we will, that's almost a month off. But so remind us again, John, when we get close, and we will wish you a happy birthday properly. Which reminds me, is anybody else having birthdays? We need to recognize birthdays here. So if you're in the chat and you have a birthday, remind me. I mean, like, I don't care when it is. It's February or March or August or whatever it is. Just remind me, and we will give you a proper birthday. So John, do remind me when it gets closer. All right, let's get back into our second round of snacks. Steve Russell, hello, welcome. You only missed the first half, which is okay, because you can always watch it in playback, or you can watch us put it in the goût mélange at the end. Our question is, which vegetable is grilled to make baba ganoush? Again, which vegetable is grilled to make baba ganoush? Let's put that there. Let's reach into our bag of tricks. And I think we're getting into the more intense flavors here now. Let's see. We've got spicy, sour. Let's do this one next, because I think that one's going to be kind of nondescript. The company, I think, is called Homeland. No, the company is SR Food. The product line is called Homeland, and this is pickled chervil, Chervil, pickled chervil. This is a product of Armenia, so obviously we bought this when we went to our Mediterranean, Middle Eastern European grocery store. Chervil depends. When you look it up, there's multiple different types of plants that are called chervil. One of them is also known as French parsley. This doesn't look like parsley per se, but they do have stems in here, and this whole thing is pickled. It does have some medicinal properties to it. This is a product of Armenia, and SR Food, which is the company that makes this, was founded in 2017 in Yerevan, Armenia. Now I'm finding out most of the products that we have tried that are made in Armenia are from Yerevan. So Yerevan must be a pretty major city, because that's where most of these products are made. So we're going to go ahead and try that. Again, it's a pickled green. We're just going to go ahead and try it. Wait, hang on. Tuesday is your birthday. Well, okay. So we're not going to be live before Tuesday. So everybody, let's give Jared Tierno a very, very happy birthday greeting. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jared. Happy birthday to you. Get out of here, you knucklehead. Happy birthday. Well, just save that till Tuesday. You know what you can do? This gets recorded, so on Tuesday, play it back. You just have to remember where we are. We're an hour and 13 minutes in. So just go to that point in the video on your birthday on Tuesday and play that part, and you get happy birthday to you, Jared, and pre-birthday. So there we go. This is hard to open, and I'm trying to be gentle with it, only because I could strong arm this, but I just picture it going all over the place. Maybe I should just accept my lot in life and understand that it will go all over the place. There we go. Not much of a smell. Let's see. I'll put this on a plate. I had a fork here somewhere. Oh, it's in my spaghetti, if you want to call it that. Happy birthday, Jared. Ooh, this is going to be it's like a whole plant in here. There's like a whole plant in here. How am I going to get a little bit of this? Look at this. It's like a whole plant. There we go. That's probably good enough. Get back in there. Get back in there. Back, I say. All right. That is a nice smell. All right. We're going to have to cut this, I think. So I'm going to try a piece from where it's green and also like the light colored stem. I can get as much as I can of there because I think the green part may have a different flavor. Sort of like when you're eating broccoli. You know the stem of the broccoli? Well, first of all, who likes broccoli stems? Who likes the stems of the broccoli? Like who usually cuts the I think what they call them florets, the little flowery part on the top. Who cuts those off and only eats those and throws the stem away? And who eats the stem? I'm the stem kind of guy. I like the whole what I just call it, broccoli, the whole broccoli, but typically the stem has slightly different flavor than the little florets. Certainly different texture. All right, here we go. Let's just try this piece. Yeah, all parts of broccoli. Yeah, me too, John. Even the raw stems, really work your teeth. This reminds me of something. It's really chewy. A lot to chew. I do get kind of like an herbal flavor on that. Like sage, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I know you're too young for that. But it's very fresh tasting, very herbal. I can see like cut up. This would be really nice to add to a salad. Cut up. I'm not sure what else you would use it for. I know they use it in cooking a lot. It almost has kind of like a minty flavor at the end that comes out. Almost like a fennel kind of taste. Not a huge fan of the stem. Yeah, well, it could take some chewing, Jared. It's loud, I'll give it that. Yes, Miguel. Miguel, tell the people in the chat who aren't familiar with what that's from. While I chew on the stem. It's definitely a vinegar pickled as opposed to salt brined. It's kind of like celery. You know, celery has those threads in it. And when you chew the rest of the plant and you end up with those threads, and then those threads are like almost impossible to chew. That's kind of like what's in the bottom here, in the stem. You get those threads. Yes, Simon and Garfunkel, correct. Miguel, it was in The Graduate, but it was also a popular. I think Simon and Garfunkel did the soundtrack to The Graduate, which is why it was included. But it was also popular as a standalone song by Simon and Garfunkel. So you're all correct. Too bad that's not the trivia question. That's good. I like that. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Now, would I eat a bowl of that? No. But like I said, cut up and use like a garnish, like a relish. Cut up. That's actually pretty good. It has that nice taste from the vinegar. It's kind of herbal, almost like that anise kind of. It doesn't taste like it doesn't have that kind of licorice anise taste or fennel taste, but it's kind of still there. Everything. It's really unique, really different, really thumbs up. Yeah. Thumbs up. That's all I have to say about that. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. So let's go back to our question. Our question was, what vegetable let me try reading that in English. Which vegetable is grilled to make baba ganoush? Let's see. Janice said eggplant. Icehan said eggplants, which I think is the same thing. And it looks like those are the only guesses. And it was, in fact, eggplant. Did you know baba ganoush was my next door neighbor. He went to the same school as me. No. Did you know that baba ganoush originates from the Middle East? Yes, we knew that. Everybody knew that. I mean, it's not from Mexico, right? We know that, right? Simon & Garfunkel changed lyrics to Mrs. Robinson to fit the movie at the director's request. Is there a version? I said, is there a version of that song that has the original lyrics to it? That would be interesting. I would like to, because I think if I'm not mistaken, when they did the concert in New York City, there were a couple of songs that they changed the lyrics on. They updated the lyrics on, but I don't remember which ones they were, but not sure. It was also my birthday a few days ago. Well, Scott, we could sing happy birthday again, I suppose. Scott, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scott. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Scott. Cadillac for you. Yeah, happy birthday for a few days ago. Cheers. Oh, so the version in the movie used the word Mrs. Robinson, but they don't use. But it wasn't like the only thing they changed in the song was the word Mrs. Robinson. I get it. I didn't know I was going to get a happy birthday like that. Thank you, Val. Well, happy birthday, Scott. Like I said, you guys in the chat need to let us know when you're having a birthday, and we will wish you a happy birthday. All right, on to our next snack. Let's read our question. Our question is: gin is very popular in England, but which country did it actually originate from? Again, gin is very popular in England, but which country did it actually originate from? That goes there. And let's get, now we're getting a little bit more intense here. I think we're going to do, I think these are not going to be as scary as they say they are. This is from Snak Club. And this is another one of the hot ones. Now, you may have noticed that Hot Ones, which is First We Feast, is I think the company. And Hot Ones is the show that they do on YouTube, the YouTube channel, where they have like celebrities come in and eat hot stuff with hot sauce. They do manufacture hot sauce, but I think Hedonist, H-E-A-T, Hedonist, not Hedonist. Hedonist is the ones that make a lot of the hot sauces, and so this one supposedly contains the Los Calientes Verde hot sauce. Now, Julie and I did the Pringles, the Hot Ones Pringles, and I think we found that the Los Calientes Verde ones were really, really good. Not really excruciatingly hot. I don't think this one really advertises itself as hot. It says smoky sweet, so I don't think this one's going to be really, really hot. Let's see. Snak Club. Snak Club itself was established in 1984 in Vernon, Connecticut, but it merged with Century Snacks, which was founded in 1982 in 2016. So now it's all the same thing. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm trying to remember. I think we already aired it. Was the Hot Ones, Hot Pockets, the Hot Ones Hot Pockets that we did. And then they also, I think it was maybe 2 years ago now, at Shake Shack, they did the Hot Ones with the Apollo sauce, the Apollo hot sauce. They did the burger and the chicken with the Apollo hot sauce. So the Apollo hot sauce it's one of the hot ones because it's made with Apollo pepper, which is like hot, supposedly hotter than Carolina Reaper, but you couldn't tell that from the sauce. Usually, if you've ever watched the show, if you ever watched the Hot Ones, the second to last one they give them is Tabam, and Tabam is made with extract. So the flavor is terrible, but the heat is stronger because it's an extract, and so they kind of give that one out. And then when they finish off with like the Triple X or the Apollo or whatever they finish off with, they're usually like, oh, that's actually pretty good. So maybe they give them Tabam to make the last one taste better. I don't know. My dog also turned a week ago, but you don't have to sing happy birthday to him. I don't know happy birthday in dog. If Doodle comes back, maybe Doodle knows how to sing happy birthday in dog, and we'll ask him. So if he comes back, we'll definitely do that. I like that show. I do too. There's some people who like they really soldier through it, and some of them that you like look at them and go like they want to die right now. They just want to die. I was never able to find those. Where did I get these? I got these. I believe that you can find these at 7-Eleven. I think 7-Eleven have these. Jared, are you in California, Jared? Conan was amazing on the show. I haven't seen that one. Scarlett Johansson. I like the one that Scarlett Johansson was on. That was pretty good. So these have peanuts, and I think that's like a what do they call that? Looks like a rat turd. And then there's the little like corn, little roasted corn, peanuts. It has a slow heat. It has a really nice flavor. Green chili, sweet fruit. Heat level medium. What about medium? I mean, it's there. It comes up after a few. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I don't know how many people were in there, that it's kind of like when I do reviews of this stuff, I do like a first bite. And I usually review it on the first bite. And I go like, it's not really hot. And then maybe later I'll try it again and I'll eat a couple of handfuls of it. And then by the end of the second handful, I get that kind of spice comes in and I go like, that really needs to kick in on the first one. But like I think we discussed that sometimes it grows on you. You just, it just kind of creeps up on you. So I have to be very careful when I'm doing reviews to, maybe space it out a little bit, take a handful, wait a few minutes, have another handful and then see if it comes in. Because I think I might be missing the boat on some of them that just kind of creep up on you. Oh, it's really good. It's a really nice flavor for a snack mix. I can't say that I've actually had a snack mix before that had that kind of flavor to it, even ones that had like a hot sauce treatment to it. That's really good. That's a big thumbs up. Really, really, really good. The heat builds a little bit, but it's not crazy. So it's not like unbearable heat. If you have no tolerance for heat at all, you're probably not going to like it. But if you're like a pepperhead, this is no problem for you. Somewhere in the middle there. I guess they call it a medium heat. That's about right. So it does have that nice heat. Really, really, really nice flavor. So yeah, that's a big thumbs up. Let's go back to our question. Got a little bit of that stuck in my throat there. 1 second. The question was, gin is very popular in England, but which country did it actually originate from? Icehand said Belgium. Miguel Rangel said Holland. Janet said the Netherlands. Was that it? Jared said Rhode Island, but I don't know if that was a guess on that. Maybe we were talking about something else and he said Rhode Island. It's actually Holland. Now, Janet said the Netherlands, which is also correct. I don't know why. I mean, here's the thing. The country is the Netherlands, but it's also called Holland, and the people from there are called Dutch. Doesn't make any sense at all. It makes sense to me, but it is what it is. It is Holland. It also acceptable is the Netherlands. Did you know to improve taste, gin was added to the tonic water and cinchona mixture used to combat malaria in India to improve taste? I don't know if you've had gin. It's not a great taste. I think you have to be a connoisseur. You have to have had like drank gin a lot to appreciate it. But for someone who's trying gin for the first time, I don't think you're going to like it. To improve taste, gin was added to the tonic water and cinchona mixture used to combat malaria in India. Okay, it is what it is. All right, let's see how we doing on time. We're at 2:30. We have a half an hour left, and we have 2 snacks left, so we have plenty of time. We're doing fine. You asked if I live in California. Oh, you live in Rhode Island. That's probably why you can't find this, because it is a California company that makes these. And so in the convenience store here, you can find these a lot, and maybe it doesn't get as far as Rhode Island. I'm wondering, try 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven might, and try Walmart. Walmart might as well. But typically, this might be a regional thing. But you know, if Hot Ones is participating in this, putting their name on it, it should be nationwide. Like the when we did the Hot Ones Hot Pockets, we did that when I was in Boston. So, you know, and we got those. I think we got those at Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. If Julie was here, she could tell me because she remembers. All right, so we are going to do this. And before we do this, I'm going to read another question. Quinine is what was used to fight malaria and apparently very bitter. Yeah, and I think it comes from a tree bark. I don't remember which tree it comes from, but I believe it's from a tree bark. And I think it's from the same tree that whatever that tree is that they also use to make aspirin. I think the thing in aspirin is also from the same tree that they get quinine from. And again, I think it is tree bark, if I'm not mistaken, Ice Hand. I could be. I'm mistaken sometimes. I really am. Don't just take my word for it. You mean look it up, because I could be wrong. In which country did Pilsner beer originate? Again, the question, in which country did Pilsner beer originate? And we're going to do this. So this is, okay, this is from Righteous Felon. We've done a Righteous Felon jerky before. There was a package of jerky. This is not a jerky. This is a beef stick, or meat stick, I guess is what they call it. So this is Righteous Felon Fiery Habanero Beef Stick. I will be the judge of that, whether it's fiery or not. Righteous Felon Fiery Habanero Beef Stick. Righteous Felon was founded in 2006 by Brendan, Michael, and Kyle Colley, Tucker Reinhardt, Kyle Whitmore, Jeff Walk, and Bill Cohen in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Now, my understanding of the way it got started was is that Brendan Colley's uncle, I want to say his uncle, made beef jerky, and he was interested. Brendan was interested in making it, and so he kind of worked with his uncle on how to make it. And then when he got some money for his birthday, and he invested in a food dehydrator, and he started messing around with making his own jerky. And so his two brothers, Michael and Kyle, joined him, and then a bunch of friends of his from school, because he was a school kid when he was doing this, and he was selling it to kids in school, selling it on the street and stuff like that, and eventually decided that he was going to go into business and everything. So they've been around since 2006 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, Westchester is a suburb of Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. So this is Righteous Felon Craft Jerky Fiery Habanero Spicy and Smoky Beef Stick Natural Smoke Flavor. Added 100% beef raised with no antibiotics or added hormones. No added nitrates or nitrites. Gluten-free, soy-free, paleo-friendly, 1 gram of sugar, 9 gram of protein. There's a lot to take in there. The bark of the white willow contains salicin, which is a chemical similar to aspirin. But is that what they use to make quinine at Ice Hand? Or is quinine from a different plant or a different thing? See, we can break off a piece of that. Let's see how fiery this thing is. Oh, weird texture. Like a really soft texture. A lot of these meat sticks, they kind of like snap into a Slim Jim. There's no snapping here. It's really soft. Like you wouldn't need teeth to eat this, which is not typical of a beef stick. Because usually beef stick has that kind of almost like a stringy texture to it, like a Slim Jim. There's that kind of crispness to it. And this one doesn't have it. This one's really soft. It has some serious heat, though. They're not kidding. This has some serious heat. You know, usually you see habanero on there, and you think, like, we did another habanero product. Which one? I mean, something else with habanero in it. I don't remember which one it was. I'm looking around here trying to figure out what it was. Something we did had habanero in it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I thought we did something else with habanero. Help me out. It wasn't the Los Calientes. That was a green chili. I thought we had done something else with habanero in it. But I, for the life of me, can't find it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was my imagination. It happens sometimes. This doesn't mess around. This is like, if you don't like that heat, then stay away from this, because it does actually bring the heat. Now, as far as flavor goes, it's kind of like a nondescript beef flavor. I mean, it's there. It is made with beef, but there's really, like, the beef flavors kind of mellow. So you get the texture, you get the habanero, nice habanero flavor. It has that kind of fruitiness that a habanero has. Has a habanero fruitiness, has a habanero heat. Definitely that has the heat. But for some reason, the beef isn't like, it's not like a really strong beef flavor. It's possible that the habanero is overpowering the beef, and that's probably what it is. But it is enjoyable if you like hot stuff, because it's kind of like on that on the edge of the limit where you start to get more pain than flavor. This one is like a nice blend of pain and flavor. It's not, and when I say pain, it's not like horrible pain. Like, it's not terrible. It's a nice blend. So the meat stick is almost like a vehicle for that, because, like I said, the beef is overpowered by the habanero. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because I didn't buy it because I wanted to taste the beef flavor. I bought it because in big letters it says fiery habanero, right? I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. It is fiery as advertised, which a lot of products are not. It is fiery as advertised. Yeah, that's a big thumbs up for me. Okay, the question was, in which country did Pilsner beer originate? Let's see. Janice Yamanaka said Czech Republic. And it looks like Janice Yamanaka was the only one that guessed. Sorry, Janice, it is in fact the Czech Republic. So you are correct. Sorry about that. Did you know that Pilsner beer derives its name from a Bohemian city called Plzeň? P-L-Z. There's a vowel at the end. Pils? P-L-Z-E? Pils? Maybe Pils? I don't know. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But anyways, that's where it gets the name. It is from the Czech Republic. We've done Czech beers and probably Czech Pilsners before on the channel. And we'll probably do some again. Random Val, have you ever gone to the store and left because the checkout line was too long? I did. There must have been 20 plus people in line. It depends on the store and depends what I got. So if I have to do grocery shopping and I have a cart full of groceries, I'm not going to leave because the line's long. I'm not going to just leave my cart there and leave because the line is too long. If I have groceries and I have to get groceries and I'm out of stuff, then I will wait in line and kind of when I have to do the survey on how my experience was, just say the lines were too long. They needed to open up some more cashiers and stuff. So I tendency not to do that. I have gone into places where if I just went in for one item and they had that same item in other stores and the line was too long, I just came in and saw the lines were too long. I'm just going to go somewhere else and get that at a place where the line's not too long. So I have done that, but usually it's for like one item and maybe an item that I don't need. Like maybe it's something I'm shopping for the channel. I'm going to do something on the channel, at the end of the week. And I'm like, I can get this later, or I can get this at a different store and everything. Then I'll walk out. But if I'm doing grocery shopping and I've got a cart full of food and everything, and I see that line, yeah, that's what I'll do. Hang on. Okay. All right. So we have one snack left. Let's get that out here. I'm going to just put that up so you guys can peruse that while I read the question. And the question is, which dessert sauce is traditionally served with flan? Again, which dessert sauce is traditionally served with flan? And if you don't know what flan is a custard. I believe it's Latin American, maybe Mexican flan, but it is a custard dessert, and it usually has a sauce on it. What kind of sauce does it have on it? Ain't no way I'm waiting in line for that long either. Yeah, again, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing like big grocery shopping, I will wait. If I'm just getting a single item, no, I'll go somewhere else and try to find it. All right, we're gonna do this. This is from Toxic Waste. So you guys know Toxic Waste. The company that makes Toxic Waste is called Candy Dynamics. I think it was in the Liverpudlian shoebox of snack that Sharon's son included a can of the toxic or a barrel or whatever you would call that little thing of the toxic waste candy, which tells you should only eat one. Kids shouldn't eat it. They're individually wrapped ones. Pop them in your mouth. So that was included in there. So this is from the same company that does the toxic waste candy, but this is different. So this is toxic waste slime, slime liquor, strawberry sour filled milk chocolate bar with sour puree and other natural flavors. Now it's weird because it says slime liquor, and there's a picture of this guy here, this kind of nuclear bomb here, licking that. But I don't know. It's kind of weird because I can't imagine licking a milk chocolate bar. It doesn't make any sense licking a milk chocolate bar. So we might just bite into it, but it says slime liquor. So I think maybe the thing is you're supposed to lick this. I don't know, but it is strawberry with strawberry puree and other natural flavors. So I guess natural flavors sounds like a good thing for something that's supposed to be, annoying and painful. The ingredients are milk chocolate. Let's see what else. Strawberry puree, which is a good thing. Corn syrup, solids, ascorbic acid, citric acid, because there's citric acid in everything. Butter, that's interesting. Red coloring, cornstarch. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a candy bar. I'm not sure. I guess the sour thing is from chemicals. So let's give this a shot. Let's see, can I break off a piece? I can. All right. So it looks like there's like a jelly in there. You guys can see that. Find that sweet spot. Once I focus on my head, there's like a little jelly in there, like a little thing of jelly in there. We're just going to put the whole thing in our mouth. Well, that's definitely a strawberry puree. Ooh, nice strawberry flavor. Really nice strawberry flavor. And now the sourness is building. Hi, Doodle. That's supposed to be like toxic waste sour. I'm not. There's a sourness to it, but it's not like the toxic waste candy. It's just not that sour. There's sourness. It's just like your typical sourness, like pixie stick sour. That's bizarre. I mean, they show like a nuclear bomb licking this thing, slime liquor, toxic waste. Look out, be careful, run, scream, and it's just not that sour. But it is really, really nice. The strawberry puree, that really nice flavor, it mixes with the chocolate really, really well. And then that sourness, that slight sourness that is in there, really complements the whole thing. So it's actually really good. It's like really crappy marketing for something that's that good. It's called slime liquor. Somebody's going to walk past this and go like, why would I try something called slime liquor with a picture of a nuclear weapon licking this candy bar and everything? Well, you know why? Because it's good. That's bizarre. It just blows my mind. It's like, why would you not market that as it's a good candy bar? But I guess, when that's your thing, that's what your company does. Your company just does nothing but toxic waste stuff. You got to kind of go with that. But honestly, it's really good. Like, I want to give it a thumbs in the middle because it's not really as bad as it's advertised to be. It's like it's advertised to be bad, and it's not. It's really good. So if I just tried that as a strawberry puree filled chocolate bar, that would get a big thumbs up. It's delicious. But the marketing is just crazy. That's why it's going to get a thumbs in the middle. It's delicious, but it's going to get a thumbs in the middle because, it's supposed to be crazy. I don't know. I just honestly don't know. Oh, you did review that, Janice. Did you think the same thing? Did you get the same thing? Like it's just not that crazy sour, but it has a nice sourness to it, and then just the flavors are really good. What was your take on that, Janice? Without having to, you could put up your review. Do the link to your review, but also you could tell me the answer to that. I think Carne Apache would be right up your alley. Carne Apache. Is that like a pemmican, maybe? I've never heard of it, Carne Apache. I'll have to look that up, Eli. I'll give that a shot. Thank you. Do me a favor, Eli. Put that in the suggestion box. Eli, can you put that in the suggestion box, and we'll check that out. I don't think we've had anything added to the suggestion box. So I usually get notified when that. So guys, know that the suggestion box is out there. So if you go to the main page on YouTube and go to the community tab, in the community tab, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the suggestion box, something called the suggestion box. Just add that as a comment in the suggestion box. So if you have suggestions, I think we've already done a bunch of suggestions from people. Certainly people from the chat. Yeah, add that in there and we'll check it out because it sounds like it'd be pretty good. I can't read the whole thing, John, because that annoying heart thing is over that word. I'm assuming it says dollar beater bar, but I can't be absolutely certain because that I have to wait till something scrolls up and then I can see what that says. So Janice, did you get the same experience, or did you have the same experience I did? And again, like I said, feel free to post your review. The question was, what dessert sauce is traditionally served with flan? Let's see. Janice Yamanaka said caramel. Icehan said caramel. If you said caramel, I'll accept that. Some people say caramel. That's caramel. Janice Yamanaka said caramel. Icehan said caramel. It looks like those are the only two answers. It is, in fact, caramel. Did you know this dessert can be dated back to the Roman Empire? I did not know that because I'm not that old. Although some people think I am. It's basically a tartar ceviche hybrid, but with ground beef, cured with lime juice, and served as tostados. That sounds really interesting. Yeah, definitely put that in the suggestion box. That sounds really interesting. I would love to try that. All righty. Our Trippy Food grab bag from Costco's World Market is now empty, which means we've gone through all of our snacks and beverages, and so that means it is time once again on Trippy Food when we do our goop mélange. So here we go. We're going to do goop mélange. Let's see. Maybe we just go in reverse order. What did I do with a candy bar? Oh, here it is. I was hoping Doodle didn't take that. The chocolate would not be good for him. This is exceptionally good. It blows my mind. I don't know why. It's exceptionally good. Oh, look at that. I got that at Walmart, by the way, near the counters at the front. So if you guys see that, he's dead. I was thinking that's where the sourness was, but even that, it's not crazy. I don't know. That's weird. All right, our Snak Club Hot Ones smoky sweet snack mix. Oh, by the way, and also talking about suggestions is somebody had suggested when I get to 6,000 subscribers to do another like challenging thing. I'm not sure what to do. I think they suggested I do another Ring of Fire 6,000 as opposed to Ring of Fire 5,000. But I thought like maybe do something a little bit different. So I will take your suggestions on that. If you guys have suggestions of what to do when we get to 6,000 subscribers, I believe we're at 5,500, almost 5,600 right now. So we got a ways to go still, but we have time to think about it. Well, you got a chance. Please do that. Let's see. I think I'm going to cut pieces of this off. So this is our Righteous Felon Fiery Habanero Spicy and Smoky Beef Stick. No kidding on that. That's just exactly what it is. And again, this is really soft. I could pull pieces off, but I have a feeling they'd break off in big chunks, and I kind of want them in little bite-sized pieces that are going to mix with everything else. Thank you, Janice. So Janice just posted her. I'll just take this time to remind you that Janice, Tom, old guy in Colorado, a bunch of other people who actually we see in the chat on a regular basis have their own channels, and they have really wonderful channels. So if you go to our main page, our main YouTube channel page, a couple more, and you go to scroll down to featured channels, they're all in there. And so you can check them out in there. And I think you will like them. And if you do like them, be sure to subscribe, and be sure, if you like the videos, to click on the little thumbs up on the videos. So yeah, definitely help them out. And again, Janice is very prolific. She's out doing something today. So she is in the middle of filming stuff today, and she is still coming into the live chat. So definitely check that out. All right, so let's see what else. Our honeycomb candy. This one's going to be a little bit tougher because this is pretty crunchy. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's like Butterfinger, like the texture of Butterfinger. It's just going everywhere. I think I have to do 2 of these. And I think I have to get that one that fell so Doodle doesn't get it, because that's chocolate. It's not good for him. Yeah, we'll have to do a second one. Looks like a malted milk ball inside. You guys like malted milk balls? The candy, the malted milk ball candies? I love those. I have not had one in years, though. This is going everywhere but where I want it to go. I'm going to have to clean the desk afterwards. All right. No, I like the waste anything. Let's see. Glico, Pretz, pizza flavored Pretz. I think the only thing that's going to be weird here is the pickled vegetable, Armenian pickled vegetable. Yes, the malted milk balls. Yeah, I love them. Just not had them in years, though. They do have a tendency to get stuck in your teeth, though. Have you noticed that, Ice Hand? That when you eat those malted milk balls, they kind of get stuck in your teeth a little bit. I have really made a mess here. These break up really nice. All right. Okay, what else do we have? We have our cookie, our ginger cookie. I need to get a cleaning crew in here afterwards. All right, so here's our ginger cookie. Let's see how well that breaks up. Oh, that breaks up pretty well. Big chunks, but it's okay. And now the weird stuff. So here's our spaghetti. I wasn't crazy about this. All right, there's our spaghetti. And now our pickled, what was that? Pickled chervil or chervil. I'm not sure exactly what the correct pronunciation of that. And I'm going to have to cut that one up too. Yesterday I had a volley tournament, won 5 games and lost once. Wow. I'd be happy if I won just once. Do you ever give Doodle a bath? I just got my newbie back from the groomers, and he looks amazing. Yeah, well, grooming and bathing are 2 different things. But every once in a while, he starts to smell a little doggy, and we do have to. What a mess. Here, I'm going to do this. Every once in a while, he does kind of smell doggy, and when we do, we have to give him a bath. So we usually give him a bath here. We do take him to the groomers when he when his nails get too long, because we don't like to cut his nails. We get a little bit nervous about having to cut into the quick and having his nails bleed. We don't want that. We don't want the pain. So we usually take him to the groomers, and they do this thing where they file his nails down. So they use like a Dremel tool, and they kind of file his nails down, and so it doesn't have sharp points, and it also doesn't hurt him because they know when to stop. So yeah, we have a tendency to. That's what we do. That's what we take him to the groomers for. But when he needs a bath, we just give it to him ourselves. Usually it's Claudia. Claudia gives him a bath when he needs one. All right, there's that. I think that's it. I definitely need a bigger table. Maybe I should always use Studio B, I think, from now on, because there's just so much more room. Dental challenge. Yeah, malted milk balls, the dental challenge. This looks interesting. This looks really interesting. What I think is going to throw this is the chocolate bar. I think that the chocolate bar is going to kind of throw this a little bit. I don't think anything else is really going to. I think the meat stick, the spaghetti, the vegetable, the snack mix. I think those things are all going to. I think those things are all going to mix pretty well. I think. There we go. Let's give this a shot. Oh, and maybe the ginger cookie. I think that might be a little bit odd too. Not too crazy. I kind of get a hint of that habanero meat stick that kind of comes in and it goes like, I'm hot, but then it kind of goes away. It's kind of muted by everything else. The pickled vegetable is a strong taste in there as well. Not getting much of the sour chocolate and strawberry. Maybe I just didn't get a piece of that. I'm definitely getting hints of that chocolate, the chocolate bar though. Interesting. Flavors that I wouldn't normally put together. Oh, there's the strawberry. Not offensive though. Just an interesting combination of flavors. Actually pretty good. Not something I would intentionally make. Not something that I would make or want to even eat on a regular basis. But actually, flavor-wise, pretty good. Just kind of like this adventure happening in my mouth. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one a thumbs up. That one's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, but it makes the spaghetti taste better because that spaghetti wasn't really great. All right, well, we are coming to the end of our journey. Today's journey, anyways, this weekend's journey. I'm not sure yet about next week. Next Sunday is Mother's Day. If you haven't even called your mother, please do so. Or those of you who lost your mother, please remember her next year, next month, next Saturday, next Sunday. We will probably not live stream. So I will be in contact with my mom in Boston, and I will probably do something with my mother-in-law here. So happy Mother's Day to you all. I'll figure out whether we can do Saturday or not, but I'll let you guys know like midweek or something if we're going to do that. Again, if you enjoy our channel and you have not yet subscribed, please do so because it helps us out, and we thank you so much for it. If you like our videos, please let us know. Leave comments. Let us know. Let us know what you think. If you think I'm full of crap, let me know that too. I'm open. So I thank you so much. Again, remember other people's channels as well and show them some love too. We wouldn't recommend them to you if we didn't think you would like them. So Janice Yamanaka, which ironically her channel's named Janice Yamanaka, so I'm not sure where that comes from. And Tom, old guy in Colorado, and a bunch of other people. So again, go to the featured channels list and you'll be able to see those. And we appreciate you very much. So we love doing this with you. It's a great community. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better community. You guys are interactive. It's just so much fun talking to you guys. Everything is cool. I mean, it's just a great community. And I really look forward to this every weekend. So I thank you so much. But just remember that it is crazy out there. So please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend and have a great week.